Hi friends, it's me, Miss Erin from C.C. Miller Memorial Library, here for another book from the Picture Book Children's Choice Awards. But you know what happens before we get started. It's time for jokes. This is my favorite part. All right. What did the firefly say before the big race? What did the firefly say before the big race? On your mark, get set, glow! Get it? Like go, but glow? Ugh, that's pretty silly. All right, today's book is called After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again, and it's by Dan Santat. There's even, if we look in the back of the book, there's a picture of Dan when he was little. Isn't that neat to get to see the author's baby picture like that? Now, do you remember the rhyme about Humpty Dumpty, the nursery rhyme? Let's see if we can remember that one. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. So this one is going to be after the fall. All right. Let's find out what happens. After the fall. Oh, look. Looks like he's falling off the wall right now. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then, one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Do you see him? He's leaving King's County Hospital. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. See him here on the floor? I don't think he used to sleep on the floor. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. Oh man, can you tell where he is right now? He's picking out cereal at the grocery store. I see some Crunch Tiger and some Sugar Frosted Sugar and some Choco Duck and some Sugar Elf. Oh, but if he's scared of heights, he's not going to climb that ladder, is he? That must be why he picked out the bow rings. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. There it is. I really missed the birds and being high above the city. But I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. Have you ever made a paper airplane? It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day I kept trying and trying until I got it just right. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. Where's this plane going? Do you see it up here on top of the wall? I almost walked away again. But when I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed, I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time, until I was no longer afraid. Look, he made it all the way to the top there. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Do you see what's happening? Crack, 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 crack. His shell is cracking. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. Look at that. And learned how to fly. What happened to Humpty Dumpty? Did you know that was going to happen? He was an egg. That's the end. And there's our picture of our author again. All right, what do you think? Did you like that story? I think that's a really neat one. Thanks for reading it with me. But before we go, it's time for one more joke. All right, let's see what our other joke is today. What happened to the worm when it didn't clean its room? What happened to the worm when it didn't clean its room? It was grounded. Do you get it? Because worms live in the ground. Do you get grounded at your house when you don't do your chores? When you don't follow the directions from your grown-ups? I wonder. Well, thanks for reading one of the Picture Book Children's Choice Awards books with me today. I will see you back here next Friday for one last story from the Picture Book Children's Choice Awards. Until then, have a wonderful week. Bye!